Hello, from a rather noisy city centre, where I have done the near impossible and managed to bike outside the ABC Theatre. I say this because it is notorious for having lots of bike stands and not much room in said bike stand. Also home at the moment, clearly to a wedding. There are people very dressed up. So, a tad behind baseballers. That behind me is where I will leave my bike on today in about 3 or 4 weeks' time. It's the Saturday at the end of August. God, it is so sunny. Barely be able to see me. Hello, whoever's watching. Please post a comment or a like or something so I can identify you, because Facebook's not telling me a word. At the moment we are in the middle of the quest for a bin, so I've just had a bit of refreshment in the shape of a double-decker. That's a chocolate bar, American friends, not a cocktail. And I'm trying to find somewhere to stick this wrapper. Welcome back, and apologies for the rather scheduled interruption there, where Facebook reckoned it could not find a signal from the university Wi-Fi. I've got news for it. There was a signal, because as soon as I hit finish, it instantly found one. But I've given up on Wi-Fi, fast or otherwise, and come on to good old 4G, because I do have plenty of data at the moment. So jumped a little bit along the road, and I'm now stood at the Maypole Pub, which is the traditional meeting point before the tour itself. And from this point onwards we begin the tour, which at the beginning certainly is a reverse view, reverse direction view of the chase between Skagra's ball and the Doctor on a bike, which is at the end of episode 2, I think, of Shada. It has been about a year since I watched it. So yeah, we're currently on, back there is Portugal Place. We're currently on New Park Street, and the park in question is Jesus Green. It's a beautiful place. I've just cycled across down there. Here we are on Portugal Street, which the Doctor rather illegally cycled down. Talking of which, just remembered this is where I tend to give my opening speech from, and I've already made the error of leaving it in my rucksack, so hang on a sec. We'll leave you with a view of Portugal. Please, while I get the piece of paper out. Now down here there are steps. I'm not going to stand on them today, but having found this on my phone and duly printed it out, I can deliver how I should start the Shada Tour, certainly from the second year onwards. Friends, Romans, Who fans, I could even say Whovians if I really want to annoy certain people watching. We are gathered here today not to punish the Fourth Doctor, but to praise him. We cannot promise you the sight of Skagra striding the city streets majestically in a costume so bright you may need sunglasses to look at him at all. Neither can we promise you the sight of the Fourth Doctor cycling illegally. Come on, phone. Illegally down this very street. But we can promise you fun, memories, history, and not one, but 2 pubs at the end of this walk. Welcome to Cambridge, and welcome to the Shada Tour. So, just have to put the phone down a sec. Stick that in my pocket. And we'll be able to continue. So yeah, this is Portugal Place. Ostensibly a pedestrianised area, but pretty much everybody I know that cycles in Cambridge will indeed cycle down here. General rule of thumb, we have a tendency to... Ooh, and there's your host. We have a tendency to somewhat ignore no cycling signs, as I always say. You eat up half as much room on the bike as off it, and you also have considerably more control of it. This building, which is these days quite an anonymous looking office place with a lot of files on the wall, this was originally a factory where gowns, college gowns were made. So yeah, we continue down here, and I suddenly notice how much quieter it is to be on my own rather than with a group of up to 10 of you with me. And on our right here is a church that I can never remember the name of, but as I'm right next to it, I will actually be able to tell it. Never know, I might even remember on the day. Yes, this is St Clement's Church. Right? Tiny little place. I've probably never even seen inside. Up in that direction are many delights of Cambridge. There is, you might just about be able to see it there, a rather steep incline. That's known as Castle Hill. We get across the road while there's a gap in the traffic. We start coming level with St John's College, and I can point out the two pubs I mentioned briefly a few minutes ago. There's the Baron of Beef, there's the Mitre. Now my memory cheats on the subject, but probably in both of them, because Douglas Adams was a student round here, bit of a regular performance for him. Squeeze through a few bus passengers. Tom Baker and the crew of Shada definitely drank in at least one of them. Don't quote me which one, possibly both. This is Tom after all, particularly Tom of the late 70s. Just coming up on our left here is the beautiful round church, which dates back to, I think, Norman times. Very odd shaped building. If on the day it's as hot as it is today, you can buy yourself an ice cream here. We're going in. It's tourist central, people. So, on my right, that is the tower of St John's College, where my mum used to, in her later years, go to the Sunday services, and also to a few of the organ recitals and the special services at Christmas. At the moment, it's home to a lot of tourist groups trying to avoid the sun. I hate to use the word trendy retail, but it is retail down here. Tea streets and Chinese restaurants. Coming up on my left here is the so bright. That's the original site of Cambridge University Library. I now work dead opposite the place where it's been since the 1930s on West Road, but this is where it was originally. I'm not sure what this building is used for now, but I'm feeling as associated with most of the university because there's several college crests on it there. Andy Nunny will be pleased to know that the
once you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Shakespeare Festival is now still going on, as is the art and crafts market that I think we had a look round last year during the Shada Tour. So yeah, we're coming up on my right now to the entrance of, I think it's St John's. I can never remember, it might be Trinity. I've worked here and I can't even remember the name of the place. I won't pause too long because it would spoil things I would say on the day. But over the entrance here of Trinity is a small statue of King Henry VIII. There's something very special about that statue, which is why there's always, at this time of year, rather large crowds of tourists around. I'll leave those who've not been on the Shada Tour before to grab their Googles and try and find out what's so special about it. So yeah, as I said, it's all kind of posh shops down here. Among them though is a bit of a Cambridge institution, your Heifers here. Mum used to work there in our younger days. Next to it, it was still going around the time of last year's Shada Tour. It's sadly no longer with us. I think it was a sort of toy shop when I was a kid. Tucked away down that passageway there is the children's bookshop of Heifers. Clothes shops around me and a bank. Shops with very odd names like Dogfish. So there is Coast, which is a seafood restaurant. Jigsaw, design. Coming to you live from Garrett Hostel Bridge on one of the busiest, if I can get to the other side, days on the river of the year. The river is jam-packed with tourists in punts at the moment, and you're very lucky if you're in one of them and they don't hit one of the other punts. Please share this on Facebook and share it with your followers, please, Kenny. I was live on Facebook, but Facebook Live is not playing ball for me today. Wayne was, please share this on Facebook. Please share this with your followers. I was on Facebook Live, but it is not playing ball for me today. So now I'm heading back. This is Garrett Hostel Lane Bridge I was on. I'm heading back down Garrett Hostel Lane, which if anything is even busier, because just beneath me here is where you can catch a punt if you've already bought your ticket. Just getting through Garrett Hostel Lane today is not easy, because it is very crowded with tourist groups. July is our busiest month of the year in Cambridge. I think the local council pinned it down to about the 15th of July as the absolute peak of the tourist season. This is one of the many punt companies here. There's Cam River Tours, there's GHL Punts, they've both got a boatyard round here. And this is the back of Trinity College I'm just passing here. Oh, and you've both stopped watching already. Yeah, how can I share it? This is the problem. Share on Facebook. So yeah, this is Garrett Hostel Lane. a very busy Garrett Hostel day. This being July, this being a very hot day, everyone and his dog is heading for the river where it's cooler and where the punt tours are, and so you can sustain the amount of cool in your life.
I couldn't go that way.
And not one of these people has signed a clearance form. Welcome to the world of new media.
So we had.
But I think more people probably like. Jimmy's the sort of person who's like,
So now I need to get back on track.
She did what?
Sign assures me I am about 3 minutes away from the main part of the city centre. So once we get out the other end here, well, we're sort of at a junction between different parts of the colleges. To our right is King's College. To our left, we end up back on King's Parade. I'm trying to get a few more people watching. So yeah, this is well, where I was Garrett Hostel Lane. This is a street I always forget the name of. To our right here though is the back of the Senate House, which is where a lot of the Hello and welcome back. Just been giving myself refreshments. I am not sponsored by Capri Sun. And you lucky people of Periscope, because Periscope is working in my current signal conditions. So this will continue here. Hello, Jack. Cambridge is a little notorious for its street entertainment. Most of it rather good. please share on Facebook and Twitter. It's a very hot day, it would be a shame to have only 2 of you watching. So yeah, I'm this morning on a bit of a recce for a walking tour. I'm going to give some friends in about a month's time. So I do this tour once a year, and I end up doing the recce once a year. It's an excuse to walk through the city centre on a sunny day. It does usually kill me with the heat. Hello, all 5 of you. Please invite your followers and please share via Facebook and Twitter. It's rather a hot day. It'd be a shame to have only 7 of you watching. So yeah, we are deep in the heart of the city centre. Modernity does hit us now and again. There's a CCTV camera. There is the inevitable Costa coffee shop. There's the less inevitable trail finders. People want to get out of Cambridge, aren't they, like today? Market Passage, the market itself off that way and sort of around the corner. Hello to all 8 of you, please share via Facebook, Twitter and with your followers. It's a very hot day, I would not want this to be an audience of 8 or 9. Oh, another travel agent's there. Quicksilver if you want to gamble all your money away. Now this lovely domed building ahead of us, I'll stop moving so I can get a steady shot. Not a college. It's the roof of a business building. For years it was Halford's. Years and years it was Halford's city centre branch. It is now Valerie, I think it may be yet another restaurant. They're like the restaurant capital of EastEnders, East Anglia. But, then there's Green Street, there's quite a lot of nice little independent businesses. And I find myself walking on the road more to avoid my fellow pedestrians, whereas I could be getting in the way of traffic, because this is not, repeat, not a pedestrianised street. You wouldn't think so at this time of year though. Oh no, my left here. Luckily without an open door. Oh shame, it's shut down. Mayhem's out of business. That's the only decent place you could get retro and vintage stuff in the city of Cambridge, and it's shut down. Still going strong as fuck. One of our few record shops where we lost our HMV a few months back. And I did tell you it's not pedestrianised around here. So yeah. Yeah, it's a patisserie these days. Units Lane, corner of Units Lane, Patisserie Valerie. And another bit of live music. Who else brings you live pictures from the city centre of Cambridge on a day like today? Everybody else is sat in the sun. Only one of you watching there. Oh, I must have hit a patch of poor signal. I'm determined to get to the end of this route, even if nobody can see me live. So yeah, this bit round here has been, for sake of a better modern word, very gentrified since my youth. There is now an sort of modern art gallery in front of us. 7 Wolves, another rather expensive place to buy clothes by the looks of things. There's the Revital Health Food Store, which is at least a little bit more worthy. Mountain Warehouse. There's always been an outdoor shop there. It's not always been called Mountain Warehouse. Cotswold, which is sort of a travel shop slash travel wear, mostly travel wear shop. That, also relatively new. That was a record shop for years. That was Our Price Records. Another place you can buy chocolates. Quite an expensive place you can buy chocolates. There's a jewellery shop. think I'll cross about here. There's a little bit of a gap in things. So I can show you these shop windows. It's not just chocolate, they have the usual tourist tax as well. Apologies to Her Majesty there for calling it tax. Air conditioning. It's cool. So yeah, this is a jewellery shop. It's just a good excuse to, quite sure why that's got so decorated. There doesn't seem to be a wedding on. Down there is the Cambridge Union Society. We have many celebrity great and good guests throughout the year for their debates. And right in front of me here is the round foot. It's just walked past me for some reason. There is a wedding. All very well dressed people all of a sudden. Possibly overdressed people on day like today. So yeah, there's the round church. Morning glory.
We walked from that way, didn't we? Yeah, we're going down. Town.
So I'm not going to walk to the two pubs that are in the walking tour, because I do want to get back to my other activities now. It's nearly 2 o'clock and I just can't get home by 6. This is a shame. Who is it that I can post links over onto Facebook? And the people who watch perfectly normally on Facebook will not follow those links. Just web browser links will take you to where this live video is. Anyway, lots of toasters for student productions. Some of these people one day may be famous. May. Yeah, they're all wasting their time. It is so hot today that this is not the first person I've seen carrying an umbrella in showbiz as the Cambridge School for Performing Arts here company. And I am almost back to my bikes.